and care. The spirit of rebellion is in the basement air. Hey, we're building worlds in this messy hideaway. Striving power chords till the chaos lights our way. Test player madness proves we're chasing every dream. A basement revolution that defies all reason schemes. Our messy place is charged with creativity and noise. Bright-eyed and glitch-loving, we're rebellious girls and boys. Battered laptops shoved in backpacks, lunch breaks on the run. Sneaking into the computer lab, our code battles just for fun. Keyboards clacking in a rhythm, jokes scrawled on the walls. We're chasing tiny breakthroughs down these echoing high school halls. Hey, we're gonna code our dreams unbreakable at heart. Remember silly pranks and glitches shining like our art. Though the screens are cracked and time's moving fast, we'll hold these memories tight, these coding dreams will last. Random bits of brilliance in the middle of the night. Huddled round a single screen, we're glowing in its light.
Good morning.
From epic fails to genius hacks, the laughter never ends. This high school coding club became our secret band of friends. We scribble code like diaries, forging our own way. Rewinding lines and errors, we'll fix them all someday. And in each silly
What happened?
there's a spark that
My
keeps us
webcam.
strong. A faith that we can build the world we've dreamed of all along. Hey, we're gonna code our dreams unbreakable at heart. Remember silly pranks and glitches shining like our art. Though the screens are cracked and time's moving fast, we'll hold these memories tight, these coding dreams will last. Now we're older, but these moments still ignite our souls.
Seem to have lost my webcam.
The stories we told, every snippet of code still glimmers in our mind. A testament to how we never left that spark behind. Now we're older, but these moments still ignite our souls. The battered laptops, the laughter, the stories we told. Every snippet of code still glimmers in our mind. A testament to how we never left that spark behind. Hey, we're gonna code our dreams unbreakable at heart. Remember silly pranks and glitches shining like our art. Though the screens are cracked and time's moving fast, we'll hold these memories tight, these coding dreams will last. Our high school hallways fade, but our future's burning bright. We'll code the next horizon like we did late every night.
Wow. The microphone back here so you guys can actually hear me.
The monitor's flashing red, my heart's on overload. Every crash feels like
And
let go. Reaching for a quick fix, coding on a shaky thread. Errors piling up so high I'm
I'm gonna dive right back in where we left off on Thursday.
patching it together so it doesn't explode. Laughing through the drama, raging at the glitch. I'll piece it back together with my big sloppy fix. I'm rewriting lines in panic. Duct tape solutions galore. Hearts racing like it's heartbreak. Can't handle one crash more. Caffeine's fueling my meltdown, comedic rage in tow. I'll smash 1,000 keys until I've won the show. Each failure's just a step on this patchwork ride.
Looks like there's
Can't hide my pride.
30 seconds left of ads, so we're just gonna wait a minute for those to finish.
Hey, I'm on a bug hunt, chasing down this code. Patching it together
But I think I got a way to simplify all of this.
On trial, standing up to the test. Once the green check flashes, we'll be dancing in the night. Say goodbye to heartbreak, everything's alright. Hey, I'm on a bug hunt, chasing down this code, patching it together so it doesn't.
Hey Trench, how's it going? So today is gonna be a good example of refactoring things. So we're going to leave this logic here just so we can kind of remember what we had before. But over the last couple days, I did a lot of thinking about how to do this. And I think I have a nice solution. Get player actor. Get actor location. Which one of these is get actor rotation? I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? We're going to connect just the basics here. On key press, we need to get the player actor. And this time, we're going to start with the rotation calculation.
We're dancing on stream, pure endorphin fix. In this bright pop punk tune, we can't resist. Hey, confetti's raining down with every brand new song.
And we only care about the Z value rotation right now. So if I do something like this, oh, let's see. How do I want to do this? Basically, what I want to do is if this value no, I don't want to do that yet. I do need some of these eventually. So this needs to be get actor rotation, get the Z value over here, which is just which way we're facing, basically. And then what we want to do here is we want to add 90 to that and to this number. But I don't want to activate that number yet. The reason we added 90 is because we're going to be able to do the same math for both the X and Y offset just by shifting the number 90 degrees. So then what we need to do I'm just trying to figure out if, I think for right now I'm just going to end up duplicating this, but if it works I'll try to figure out a way to not duplicate this. Basically what I want to do is
I'm staring at the screen again, caffeine buzzing in my veins, lines of code are flickering, I'm losing track of my brain.
this number is less than 0, or if it is greater than 360. Sound drown all the warnings and the debug logs that swirl around. I'm on the edge of mania, but I'm not. Pretty much what we're gonna do now. Let me just trying to keep the nodes organized a little bit. I'm gonna put this number into there. False of this will activate that. This will activate that. True of this will activate that. True of this will activate that. And false of this will activate that. That's not accurate, because I don't want to just activate those. So what we're going to do here is if the number is less than 0, we're going to add 360 to it. What that will do is take our... So right now it's 0 degrees is in front of you, 90 degrees is to your right, negative 90 degrees is to your left, and then 180 and negative 180 are behind you. What we'll do is if it's less than 0 and we add 360 to it, that should make 90 degrees or negative 90 degrees into 270 degrees. But I think that's going to be backwards on that side because it's not. We'll see if this works and it's just backwards on one side. I think we can adjust for that. Then we're just going to do the same thing here. of if it's greater than 360 degrees. We're going to subtract, or if it's 360 from it. And that's going to come in primarily for the second value where we added 90 to shift things to make, if you were at 350 and we added 90 to it, shift that back around to where it needs to be. And then what we're going to do here, all of these are going to just feed into this less than node. No, I think I'm going to have them all feed into a number node, just so I have that value stored. Only one of these three should get activated when it comes through here. And then we're gonna need basically what we're gonna do here. Is we're gonna feed this number to all of these less than signs, and then the false of each one of these will activate the next one. And I don't think I need this last check. It's just going to be the false of this. So basically, is it less than or equal to 90? Is it less than or equal to 180? Is it less than or equal to 270? And if this is the case, then I want to take if it's less than 90 degrees, then I just want to divide the number by 90. And that will output to that. If it's less than 180, I want to do basically the degree minus 90
dungeons to conquer. Mop the floor, why bother? I'm a digital rocker. These chores can sit and wait.
Then I want to subtract that value from 1. And then divide it by 90. If it's less than 270, I want to do a similar thing, except I want to subtract 180 from it. Yeah, hooked up. Subtract 180 from it. And then I want to basically invert this number, so I'm going to multiply it by -1. And then divide that by 90. And then it gets through all of that where this is false. That means we're above 270, so we're between 270 and 360 because we did this check up here to make sure we're between those numbers. So I want to subtract 270 from it. And then I want to add that number to -1. Then divide that by 90. One of these and spit out to over here. And this could hopefully give us our Y coordinate axis. Then we're going to come back and activate this one. And then we're basically going to do this exact same logic of this value now. Which means I need to hook this to A, this to A, this to there, and then I think this is hooked to the adds. Yeah, so it's hooked to the A of that and the A of that, and then everything else is fine. Simply by shifting that number 90 degrees and doing it over again. That should give me my X value. That should be my XY offset for being in front of me. So what we're gonna do to test that is we're going to disconnect this from logging out. And we're gonna feed these into that. This should, hopefully, if I did this correctly, every time I press R, it should just update the numbers on the screen. Which it didn't do, because obviously I didn't convert the numbers to strings to put them into the text, because of course that's something that I need to do. I don't know how many times I'm going to end up doing that in my life, but I'm pretty sure at least once every day for the rest of my life. Alright, so let's see if that's working. Okay, so there's a slight problem that one of those numbers isn't working. And that is because this needs to activate this guy. So when I first press it, I got 0, 0, which is problematic. I'm getting the same number. Pretty close to the same number, which is interesting. So I think what I may need to do is, let me do this. Pretty much what I'm trying to do here is isolate this whole thing, right? So I can disconnect all of this. I just need to feed a number into here for that to run. I'm going to do the same thing here. I think part of this is because the number coming in. Activate this, adding 90 to here. What I think might be going on is these get activated. I want to see what their value is. See, it's 0 and 0. That time it was 0 and 90. The first time it was 0 and 0. But right there, a y offset of 0 and an x offset of 1 is accurate. This here I don't think is accurate. I'm at 90. Why did my... Yeah, I feel like something's not mathing correctly here. So let's just visualize what this looks like. Just need a add vector node. So this is our y value. This is our x value. Activate that. Which will activate our get actor location. And then we need to take this plus this to get our vector for where to move. Our right now rock, but eventually grenade. All right, so that's in front of me. Yeah, something's still off here. But these numbers don't make any sense. Because all I'm doing is adding 90 to that number. So negative 27 plus 90 should be like 63 or whatever it is, not 140. Just feed that in there at plus 90. This seems off. Working right there, 0.90. Okay. So the problem here is that so why is the Y value so high there? So the Y value here let me double check my math here real quick. It's greater than 360. If it's less than 360, add into this guy. 90, 180, 270. This is coming off the false of that. So I think part of the problem is I just do something like this. Just so I know which way I'm facing more easily. Alright, so I'm facing here. That's fine. This is not fine. Like pretty much all of the other math is wrong. Why is... I need to do this with something that doesn't have physics, because I need to see where it's at, not where it's rolling to. So do I have... Shrink this guy down. Alright. Think something is wrong here. I mean, obviously something's wrong here. Just trying to think what makes the most sense for me to try to debug this. Alright, so I'm at 0 and 90, which is where I should be looking this way. 90, 180, 180, 270, 272, 2. Yeah, so that's accurate. I'm getting the full 360 degrees. I wish I could just turn my character in place. Okay, interestingly, so why? Why does this not work? I'm looking at 273 degrees. That number should be much closer to 1, shouldn't it? No, if I'm looking at 350, the bottom one should be close to 1, but the top one should be 0. And then when I switch over, how is that going from I feel like I missed something here.
Every line makes the screen thrive.
because 360 shouldn't be giving me a 1. It should be giving me a 0. 90 should be giving me a 1, but 360 shouldn't. So let's take a look at that math. Should be this last logic, right? It's not less than or equal to 270. So I'm subtracting 270 from the number. So I'm taking my number here, subtracting 270 from it. I'm doing -1 plus the result of that, and then dividing that by 90. Which means that 270 have -1 over 90. At 360 have -90. -1 plus. So if I have 360 minus 270 would be 90. -1 plus 90. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, I see where my math is wrong. I see where the math is wrong. This is probably accurate for all of these. Is that? You divide by 90 first. This goes out into here. Okay. I'm guessing I probably need to do the same thing with all of these, is swap this math around. Then this will go into there. Activate this one. And then do the same thing with these ones. We'll test this on this side at least first. This one here I'm just dividing by 90, so there's nothing to swap there. Alright. So this should mean the bottom number is 1. It's almost 0. It's -1. And it's 0. Alright. So I think that fixed that math. Let's do that same fix to the other side now. We just need to take these 3 guys here. Disconnect all of this. Swap these around.
Through trials and errors we ride the wave. Bloodshot eyes, yet we are not enslaved. With
And then it needs to go into
function saved, we feel more engraved.
so. And hopefully squeeze this right back in here. And then I just need to hook this back up.
Static pulses in my headphones, the camera set to roll. I feel the weight of all the names, I'm losing self-control. Heartbeat sync with since the grind, I'm fighting off the fear. They show up for the show, but do I deserve them here?
Look at that. No matter which way I'm facing, it's now spawns in front of me. Alright.
My voice might crack, my thoughts might fade. Still I cling to the screen, I can't turn away.
So now
A million eyes watch me break or shine. Every second's do or die, every breath on the line.
if I
I'm caught in the crossfire,
take
chasing validation. Real-time feedback fuels this twisted fascination.
and apply force
Down, or can I rise above the doubt?
on that,
I can't live without.
that same direction,
Mic check 1 2. The chat blows up, spilling secrets. I'm addicted to the rush. A flood of hearts on the screen, but it's never enough. Spikes in adrenaline, then I feel the crash rough. Am I just a puppet for the cheers and the hype? Holding on to every follower.
No.
like it's saving my life.
I mean, I guess I don't really know because I don't know how to stop the object from moving.
Bass reverberates, rattling nerves in my chest. My fear screams through the cables. No place left to rest. I'm caught in the crossfire, chasing validation. Real-time feedback fuels this twisted fascination. Will I let them down, or can I rise above the doubt? I'm trapped in the spotlight. I can't live without.
We're gonna take
Bass reverberates, rattling nerves in my
and
screams through the cables. No place left
so this is
to
the Y value. And divide that number by 10.
Staring at the lens, a million thoughts converge. Ego battles, empathy, anxiety on the verge. Still I won't abandon this electric thread of hope. Even when the fear creeps in,
It's the X value. We'll activate that. Just so that's not as strong of a force.
caught in the crossfire, chasing validation. Real-time feedback fuels this twisted fascination. Will I let them down, or can I rise above the doubt? I'm trapped in the spotlight, I can't live without. Lights on me.
So confused why it's going different directions every time. Let me global direction. That's what I want, I think.
Yeah, I clock out at 5, but I'm only getting started. Dead eyes from the grind, my passion's uncharted. My code's on fire, though my soul feels drained. I'm a walking contradiction, see the midnight flames.
I feel like it's launching that thing.
Can't ignore the call, but my midnight hustle rise. I'm tearing down these walls. Fatigue in my veins, self-doubt.
We're gonna bring this down to like
It's all on the line. I'm breaking through midnight. Meltdown turning into light. All this burnout can't contain my will to fight. I'll shatter every demon screaming in my ear. Heavy is behind me, my purpose is clear.
so I think this is working.
Early AM, deadlines
Like it looks like it's going off, but that's because it's already got momentum, right? And as I keep doing it, it's shifting around to being straight in front of me. So if I can figure out a way to kill its momentum between doing this,
midnight ground. Nerves strung tight like cables on the edge. Frustration fuels the chaos, but I make my pledge. I'm breaking through midnight.
basically, I want to activate this gate. It's going to by default be open, which will activate that. This is just a little tangent. But I'm going to say that will open it. Trigger node. We'll close it and then activate the delay to reopen it. This is basically the cooldown. We'll say you can only do this every 5 seconds for now. What that value will actually be, I don't know. Now I can't spam it. Turn around this way. Throws it that way. Done moving. Throw that way. Wait for that to finish moving. Throw it that way. So now, I think that's accurate. It's always going to spawn in front of me and throw it in front of me, no matter which way I'm facing, which is exactly what we wanted. What I'm hoping to be able to do is if I can figure out how to stop that. I don't think there's anything to do that to like yeah, I don't know exactly what it would be called, but I don't think there's anything to stop something from moving. But what I can do, it's probably something like
PC merges. If only I can find connection in the silence, a spark within the code, a fragile flame of promise. My heart's not alone. I'm lost in the swirling storm.
Alright, so if I make a box, shrink it down, just group this.
My mind's a war zone, every line is on the brink. I sift through broken logic, terrified to blink. Each error's like a dagger.
If I put this in the box,
Internal voices in debate, questioning my every move. I can't afford mistakes. The code's a labyrinth. I'm stumbling through the haze, searching for a reason, praying for some saving grace. The tension in my chest keeps tightening like a vice. I cannot run the panic, can't ignore the sacrifice. I'm pinned against the deadline, it's whispering my name, a shadow looming over me, amplifying all the shame. I need release from this chaos.
Right? So if I put it in a box,
From deep within, no mercy left to find. My senses overload, the frustration never quits. I'm teetering on the edge, surrender.
fully in this box. Yeah, actor. Location node. Act on this guy. Vector. Store this value. On start. So what I should be able to do is return it back to this location, which is inside the box, which will hopefully kill its momentum pretty quickly. What I'm hoping for, at least. I'm going to change this delay to 20 seconds for a reason, because that's more likely what that value is going to be. We're going to get rid of all these UI nodes. Get rid of these logs. I don't need those. We're going to do a delay here. So on force started, activate this delay. 5 seconds. Then we're going to get this rock's location. I know I have a set actor location here. This is also going to act on this rock. It's going to have that vector in it from where it originally was. So we're also going to move that back into its box. Let's go to effects. Let's find a nice explosion. Auto plan start, no. Move it to there and play. I didn't see an explosion. But my rock should be in that box now. I can throw it again. It's going away. I'm not seeing the explosion though. Why am I not seeing the explosion? I should... because that's a transform. Act on. I don't want to act on transform. I want a reference to it. Can I not move the effect? Is it specifically that explosion?
My scribbled notes are scattered. I'm haunted by mistakes.
Set actor location. I mean, it should be a transform, I think, right? I guess I don't, right now I don't care if it auto plays on start. See, they're not moving the effect. Which I feel like is part of the problem here. Set actor location, act on. That's because these effects aren't actors, right? But if I group them, play. Act on the group and trigger the play. No, it's still just playing the effect back there. How can I get that effect? Attached to the rock. I wonder. Need to get the location first. It's moving it back to the box and then blowing up in the box. Look at that. Look at that. Need to lower that delay so I can play around with it more. So let's just bring this down to like 8.
I'm drowning in the loop, my own regrets will save every misstep, every moment that I let slip away. Echoes in the silence, haunting me night and day. I'm crying out through all this pain, searching for a light, hoping to rewrite the past, to make these wrongs feel right. From endless loops of sorrow, I'm yearning to break free. A newfound resolve inside me, praying it sets me free.
And now we can throw a grenade.
Spending my life behind this screen instead of reaching a goal. Apologies to every friend I kept on red, but now I'm stepping forward, done repeating what I've said. Guilt can be a burden, yet it's also a sign. It's calling you to wake up, to redraw the line. Let the tears lead to healing, let your heart realign. There's still a chance to mend the days you left behind. I'm crying out through all this pain, searching for a light, hoping to rewrite the past, to make these wrongs feel right. From endless
No matter which direction we're facing, it's throwing it straight in front of us, blowing up. The box is working to kill the energy, so it doesn't have any pre-existing energy or inertia. When we throw it,
I'm stepping off this hamster wheel, reclaiming every breath. The strength in your confession, you're not bound by regret.
let's
These loops guide me home. Go rise above the cycle, no longer left alone.
what's my delay on blowing that up? 5 seconds. Let's bring that down to 3 seconds, and then our here will make 5 seconds, so I can throw them more.
Hoping to rewrite the past, to make these wrongs feel right. From endless loops of sorrow, I'm finally breaking free. A newfound resolve inside me. This time I choose me.
Alright, we're gonna grab a quick recording of this.
I've laid my guilt to rest, to start again at dawn. No more loops to bury me. I'm ready to move on. Hope once lived in my keyboard, each line a spark of light. But I'm losing track of reasons, trapped in endless night. I watch the code twist into knots I can't untie. Motivations in free fall, I'm scared to even try. I stumble through the syntax, the glow in me has died. Where once I found redemption, now I'm lost inside. This project used to guide me, now it's stealing all my air. I'm screaming into shadows, uncertain anyone's there. I'm sinking in these tangled threads of code and quiet fear. Desperate for a breakthrough voice that finally feels sincere.
Can't seem to figure out how to make a volume damage a player instantly without killing them. Do you want it to consistently damage them, or just damage them once as soon as they walk into it?
Time's a thief of confidence, unraveling every scene. I see the project mocking me, a labyrinth of pain.
Because the damage volumes, I don't think will damage instantly. They're on like every second. So it'd be, they'd go in a second later, it does damage.
Anguish, the lines you wrote in vain, every bracket closing in.
If you simply want them to, when they walk into it, they get damaged instantly, just once,
Left behind, trust the embers in your heart.
um,
Been confined. I'm sinking in these tangled threads of code and quiet fear. Desperate for
So you have a damage node where you can apply damage to a player. Have a trigger node, not a trigger node, a trigger volume. Set this to like 5. Let me put some lava or something in here. So make that volume match as much as possible. So you want it to damage them instantly, but then consistently afterwards. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is just what I would do. Is I would stack the trigger node and a damage node for damage volume. So this to 5 as well. And then just when they enter here, you just apply the damage. And then let the damage volume take over after that. Throw a grenade at the lava for good measure. And then as soon as I think that's the lava block that I used. I don't think that's an issue with the logic. But let's just put a floor or something in there. Not perfect, but it's close enough. Throw a grenade. And then yeah, as soon as I go in, 5 damage, and then continuous 5 damage afterwards. So yeah, that's what I would do. I'm just really happy about this grenade. It looks so good. This is a physics object. Does it bounce off stuff? Oh, it does. Nice. It would be nice if there was a way to aim through it that way. But I have no access to which way you're looking, I don't think, in the logic. So I think I may be throwing this a little too high. But like, oh, that can be tweaked. So then the last thing we would want to do is, since I made this group, I probably just do it in this group. If I do a spherical trigger volume, around the explosion, like so. It's that. That's probably good enough. And then if I do an actor list, add list element, no, I need a remove list element. On enter, add, on exit, remove, add, since this is all part of a group, should be able to do a for each. That this trigger will activate, but I actually need a I don't know if this is gonna work, but maybe Trench, if you are available for a quick test. Set value on iteration, activate, we'll leave that at 50. I don't know if I can run fast enough to keep up with the grenade for it to damage myself. I guess I could throw it at the wall back at me. Look at that, it does damage. Audio. I like that one, I think. Positional audio. Put this into the group here. The hell is this? Oh, that's the positional audio. Okay, never mind. Yeah, add this to the group. This trigger will also play the audio. Put that right in there. I would like to make sure that logic doesn't inadvertently keep people in the list. Yeah, so it didn't take damage again. I think I need to increase the range on the audio if I can. Volume, distance, let's see, can I hear it now? Beautiful. All right. I think that radius for the damage might be pretty small. I feel like I gotta stand on top, and it actually looks like it did double damage to me for some reason there. So it might be a little bit buggy. I want to see if it's consistently hitting the same spot on that door, or if it's keeping any momentum, but it looks like it's consistently hitting the same spot on the door if I don't move. Now I just got to figure out how to do destructible walls. We're gonna make things actually blow up. Any of these barrels got physics to them. Doesn't look like it. They're all floating. Yeah, I can't knock any of them over. Alright. Well, getting that grenade working was pretty much all I wanted to do. There's two. I thought I grabbed all of the different barrels. Yeah, so I got that. Two different ones of each type. I guess if I put physics enabled on all of them, that's probably what it needs, right?
down the lines, rising from the ashes, reaching for the skies. Break these walls of insecurity, embracing who we are, setting ourselves free.
Yeah. I would like to figure out if I can do some kind of impact. From that. Even if I run into these, they're not moving though. But yeah, I think that'll be a project for another day. Trying to do like make it affect other physics objects as well. But you see, we went from this yesterday. This is what we were working with yesterday. To this today. Which is just kind of a good example of, you know, sometimes it's okay to just start over. If you're going down a path that doesn't seem to be working, sometimes you just gotta start over. So get rid of that guy. Try to bundle all this up nice and neat. I just sneak that in there. Is that gonna... yeah, that is kind of... I'll tuck it in like that. Then this one... tuck in here like so. Let's kind of group some of this together a little bit more.
Agenda's going nowhere. Ideas clash like titans, tension fills the air. Communication breaks down, misunderstandings grow. Every deadline's looming and the pressure starts to show.
Squeeze that all in there. Don't feel like fixing that grid issue there. You know, that's gonna have one too. And then what is... That's why I was taking double damage. This is my for each node. Yeah, I was taking damage twice. I should just take... No, I should just take the damage there. That was the whole point of that delay node. Wasn't it? So yeah. The delay node's triggered by the trigger node. Okay. Sometimes I remember what I'm doing. Would it be better? I'm pretty sure the add to backpack and remove to backpack can only be items that can currently go in your backpack. So like add to backpack can only be these items. Now you could potentially do it with gameplay items, but I'm running into some issues with gameplay items. I don't think they work in single player test right now. But I was having issues getting them work in certain play modes. So gameplay items you could work if you wanted it as a gameplay item for the energy. But I guess I don't see too much of an issue with it just being advanced variable for the player. Yeah, I think there's something broken with the gameplay items in certain modes. Just one quick test to make sure none of that reorganization accidentally broke anything. Yeah, now I'm only taking the damage once. Alright, well, we're going to end things right there. That's as far as I wanted to get today, and I got a bunch of running around to do today, which is why we did the early stream anyways. So we're going to head off here. Thanks for hanging out, as always, Trench. I'm glad I could help out. There are a couple stamps for destructible environment pieces. I'm going to have to check those out and see what we can do with that next time. But yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday evening. So hopefully I'll see you there. Otherwise, have a good rest of your weekend. Yeah, I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye.
Break down every wall.